Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PWOnlyIAS YouTube English channel, as well as welcome to the Pinnacle batch and Titan batch for the weekly current affairs. Plus, also welcome to my comprehensive current affairs batch. Good evening, Ishika, Srushti, Anjali, Anshika, Priyadarshini, Pratap, Yanalu Nagaria, Usha, Jayashri, Amaze, Bhaskar, Ashka, Kritika, Anish, Harshit, Dharani, the silent UPSC prep. All right, people. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Hope the audio and video is clear. Good evening, Avishi, Pinky, Simran, Aditi, Harshita, Anushri, Aditi. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Banking aspirant can hasn't bank on this week. Dishu, I would suggest you to focus more on your maths and your English section if you're preparing for banking. Current affairs, any which way, any exam you're talking about, you will have to deal with one newspaper at least. Topics, as you can clearly see, only two topics I have put today. One is straightaway economics and the other is G Ramji Act. I mean, whoever is finding the names for all these acts, we should give them an award. MG Narega, which we all used to say every now and then. Now that act has been replaced. And as usual, needless to say, I have always told you the Hindu, being a left-leaning paper, has lost their entire self-control. They are crying royally. They are like, no, ye galat hai. This is not right. Ye ho nahi sakta. Ye galat hai. They have started already. It is a little comical to watch it. But let us understand it if we finish this economics topic, which we had left off last week. The reason being that, see, these topics, whatever you're seeing here, whatever concepts you're seeing here, this is not the first time it has appeared in the newspaper this year. This had actually come back in January. Then it had come somewhere around April, May. Then again it is coming down around now November, December. So goes without saying, it is repeatedly coming in the paper. And it is nothing but a complete revision of almost the entire core concepts of economics. So it becomes very important that we revise it or we study it properly. So let us take it up from the top again. Open market operation purchases of 1 lakh crore announced, 50,000 crore purchased on December 11, another 50,000 crore purchased later in the month. 3 open market operation tranches of 20,000 crore each for January 30, totaling 60,000 crore. Then, so open market operation, then you have 3-year United States dollar India rupee swap. Then finally, the variable rate repo. These are the 3 key terms that we saw last time. We will get to it. But before that, let me take you to what is really going on with the economy. Rupee weakens, trade improves, inflation falls. What is really happening here? Is Indian economy really struggling? Or is Indian economy doing incredibly good like how the government is saying? Being a UPSC aspirant, I have always told you, let us support the government, be it the state government, be it the central government. State is Congress, center is BJP, I don't care. State is CPM or Trinamool Congress, center is BJP, I don't care. Elected governments these are, we will support it. That is our job. So that part is kept aside. Now the $1,000,000 question. Are we doing well or not? We need to understand this. So let us get to the basics first. Government, did they increase the income tax? Very recently, did they increase the income tax? And did they increase the GST? My question is that. Did the government increase the income tax slab or decrease it? Did they increase the GST slab or did they decrease it? What has happened? Overall income tax, overall GST. What has happened? Has it increased or decreased? Decrease. Yashasvi is telling decrease. Simran is telling decrease. Dharani decrease. 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 All right. Again, as usual, 11th, 12th and other classes, please wait till the end of the class. I have batches here, students sitting from the remotest corners of this country trying to figure out a subject here. So let us cater to them. So income tax, they had brought it down. Why decreased? You are not even reading anything, any newspaper, Mr. Subhash. Income tax slab was, oh, okay. Only those people who has to pay, whose income is about 12 lakhs need to pay the income tax henceforth. Anything less than 12 lakhs, you need not pay anymore. In other words, income tax burden has decreased. Similarly with GST, now the slabs have changed. Because of the change in slab, overall GST burden also has come down. So overall burden of the taxation, let me put it that way so that there is no confusion. Decreased burden of taxation from both income tax as well as GST. Very good. Very good. Decrease so that public can spend. Very good. Battle OPS files. So automatically, will people have less money in their hands or will people have more money in their hands? Next question. When the tax burden decreases on the public of India, will people have less money to spend or more money to spend? Okay. Exact value, good. More money to spend. So, in economics, we actually call this as a case of we use the word liquidity. High liquidity. Got the point? We have a case of high liquidity. So, more money in the hands of the people. Ideally, when more money is in the hands of the people, more money is there, liquidity is high, what should be happening to the demand? What should happen to the demand? high demand situation. Correct? Demand should increase. If demand increases, what should happen to the price? If demand increases, what should happen to the price? Price also should increase. And in that case, what should happen to the inflation then? What should happen to the inflation? Inflation goes up. Correct? Inflation should go up. Everybody got it till here? Till here. This is what was supposed to happen. All right. This is what was supposed to happen. Any doubts here? I seriously wish I could have banned a few people from this YouTube comment section. Unnecessarily spamming it. All right. But this did not happen. High liquidity did not lead to an increase in demand or an increase in price. Then what did people do with the money? Next question is that. People are having money, but they did not lead to a high demand, a high price, or a high inflation. Because November data tells us that inflation is very, very low. How is that possible? And what are the people doing with the money? The thing is, liquidity is there. From high liquidity, what has happened is, this has actually led to a behavior where EMI foreclosure, clearing the loans, number one. Number two, real estate. Real estate means what? Buying and selling of land. That went up. Number three, purchase of gold, purchase of silver, and an increase in mutual fund and systematic investment plan, or SIP. Got the point here? Any doubts on this? Any doubts? People are investing in real estate, increased in gold, increase in silver, SIP. People, now let us take one by one. Each of this, what, now see, this is not a, what is it, only this people did, that is not what I am telling. But these are the main things that they did. Alright. One by one, let us take and let us see the impact. If EMI foreclosure is being done, is it good for the economy or bad for the economy? Is it good or is it bad? If it is good, why? If it is bad, why? Agreed, Jayashree? Why it is good, why it is bad? Policies from same company. I'm talking about EMI, foreclosing your loans. Why it is good? Foreclosing foreclosing. I thought if I write loan foreclosures, happy. Now tell me. Bad because banks don't get interest. Not exactly, Kajal, or even Simran. See, ideally what is happening is money is going back into the banking system. Banks will get money. Banks will become more stable in terms of what? Liquidity, what they have. They can now give more loans. That they can do. So banks will be actually having enough money with them. Banks will be happy. Very good. Reduced financial stress. That is the correct thing. Got the point here. Banks will be, it is good for them. Short term bad, less spending, demand falls. That part you leave. Yanalu Nagaria. What I am telling is loan close, foreclosing on loan, is it good or bad? That is my point here. Short term, long term, you leave it aside. Let's not complicate it now. Alright, let us see the next part. Real estate purchases are happening. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Purchasing real estate, again a good thing only, because obviously, be it building construction, buying of properties, sales will happen. In a way, it is also good. This is also good. Now let us come to gold and silver. If people buy more of gold and silver, is it good or bad? Gold and silver, when it is being purchased, is it good or bad? Money can be locked. That I am not denying, Divya. Money is locked in a real estate property. That I am not denying it. But still, we must understand something. Something is buying, something is being sold. So, money is exchanging hands there. So, that is not an entirely bad thing. Economic transaction is happening there. But in the case of gold and silver, what happens is neither do we have gold nor do we have silver. We import it. Import increases. The gold is considered as a safe haven or not, that is not the point here, Dharani. Impact on economy, we are seeing it over here. We are not trying to see whether it is good for us or bad for somebody. We are seeing it from a longer perspective. Is this okay or not? In this particular case, it is good because banks will get their money earlier. Here also, if you see real estate is happening, that is also good in a way because money gets exchanged. But in these two cases, gold and silver, it goes up, import goes up. Very good, Yanalo Nagaria. Trade deficit increases, so import goes up. What will happen? Trade deficit can increase. Now, $1 million question. What is trade deficit? Condition where import payments are greater than export earnings. Got the point here? Import payments are more than export earnings. Why so? In India, what and all do we import? We import basically crude oil, coal, gold, now silver, electronics. As you can clearly see, for these 5 items, there is no replacement. There is no way by which we can replace this with some other commodity. Got the picture here? Exports, what are we exporting? textiles, spices, those items where we don't have any major, let us say, a USP. It's not like our unique selling point. We are also selling textiles. Egypt is also doing it. Bangladesh is also doing it. So we have competitors. Whatever India is exporting, we have competitors there. Whereas whatever we are importing, we don't have any other alternative for this. Got the point here? Clear, people? This is the reason why always the export, India is having a trade deficit. Clear till here? Any doubts? Anybody? All 10th and 11th, wait till the end of the class. Don't spam the chat section. You're still in your 10th. You first learn to cross 18 first. Then we will decide your UPSC preparation. As of now, I have students to take care of who are giving their, for them it is do or die next year. When trade deficit goes on increasing, or in other words, let's see here. Import payments are more than export earnings. Which currency is in demand? We'll see. Which currency is in demand? Dollar will become strong. Dollar. Dollar here. So dollar is in demand. Dollar demand is more. When dollar demand increases, what about rupee? What will happen to rupee when dollar demand goes up? Rupee value will depreciate. Hold on, Ishita. Hold on. Rupee value will depreciate. Because the simple reason is, to get this dollar, everybody will keep, how do you get the dollar for the payment? I have rupees with me. I go to the bank, I give, here, rupees, here, take the rupees, give me the dollar. So the more I keep selling the rupee, buying the dollar, what happens? Dollar value will keep on climbing up, rupee value will decrease. Got the point here? Selling rupee to buy dollar. You're like, take, give. So automatically what happens? Rupee value will go down. Because you have to pay for the imports, Divya. Varna import ke liye from where will you make dollar? We cannot ask RBI to RBI ji, thoda dollar print kar liye na. We cannot do that. So we will have to get the dollar. And dollar again, when it comes also, you have to get it from international market or you have to get it from RBI. Whatever it is, whichever way you are going to get your dollar, you have to exchange the rupee and get it out. automatically what happens? Dollar's demand will shoot up. Getting the point here? Pulsio of now 240, pulse of now 247. See, dollar value depreciating in terms of euros of European Union, that is different. That you leave aside. That you don't try to tag it with here. Indian rupee value only we are trying to see now, because Indian rupee and how it behaves with respect to dollar, that is what we are trying to understand. Got the point here? Now taking it out. Selling rupee to buy dollar. Till here it is done. So in other words, whenever you have a trade deficit, what it will lead to? It will lead to what? Rupee depreciation. Clear? Clear till here? We'll come to that. We'll come to that. It will keep increasing. Okay. Now, the next $1 million thing. We sold rupee to buy dollar, leading to rupee depreciation. Now, let us take a hypothetical scenario where export and import are perfectly balanced. Export we are doing only $100. Import also we are doing. Import also we are doing $100. All right. Mr. Harshit Rajput, if you are buying one chocolate from abroad, how are you going to buy it? I had a student who used to take part in this. He was a state shooting, rifle shooting champion he was. So he had to get his equipment from Switzerland or somewhere, Switzerland or Sweden, the gun. So for that, he went and paid, he had to make payment in the bank. It was some this many francs or something it was. That he exchanged rupee first to buy the Swiss francs. Then only he was able to purchase it. So that is how always it is done. International or whatever. So see, if there was no restriction at all, simply anybody can buy anything, means then trade would have happened aramse. We wouldn't have had to worry about currency depreciation. Imports you need to restrict for this reason, because you cannot simply allow people to buy anything and everything that they want. If that is the case, then why can't we buy Benz, Audi, BMW, Rolls Royce, etc. aramse? I agree, 100% import duty is there. But otherwise also, why can't we buy it easily? Simply let us all go and buy rupees only, right? Come on, let's buy it. No. Because when you keep buying a foreign product, what happens is foreign currency shoots up. Domestic currency goes down. Coming back over here. 2010, $1 was 40. 2025, $1 became 90. Is this appreciation or depreciation? Is this appreciation or depreciation? 2010 to 2025. Depreciation? Appreciation? No. Rupee, in terms of rupee. Depreciation of rupee, very good. Muttu Mageshwaran. Depreciation. Everybody are clear on that? Now observe. Export was $100. Import is also 100. This is steady. So 40 into 100. This is like 4,000 rupees earning. Here also it is 4,000. When currency value depreciated, $100 became 9,000 rupees. This also became 9,000. Observe these two values. When currency depreciated, who will be happy? Exporter or importer? Who will be happy here? When currency depreciated, that is from 2010 to 2025, currency depreciated. Looking at the values, who will be happy? Exporter or importer? Exporter? Exporter? Correct, Harshit. Exporter only, because obviously, look at it. Exporter is earning more, right? Correct. Exporter is earning more here. When the currency depreciated, exporter is earning more. Importer, on the other hand, has to pay more. Nobody likes to pay more. Got the point here? In other words, clear till here? Clear till here? Any doubts? So when currency depreciates, export will get benefited. All right? This is a standard thing. But why is it then that our exports are not increasing? Our exports, unfortunately, the problem is Indian exports, some problems are there. Technology is poor. Our manufacturing base is also not so great. Our logistics cost, that is overall transportation from the factory to the go down to the port, That is also very high. Internet also, if I am going to factor in here, internet speed less, electricity supply is always interrupted. We don't have steady electricity supply also. Because of all this, Trump tariff will come to that. Because of all this, tell me, what will be the cost of production? What will be the cost of production? Definitely high. So the sad story with Indian exports is that our cost of production is high. So cost of production is high means automatically what will happen? Price will become high. It will not be very encouraging for exports. Got the point here? Clear? Now building on the same point. What did I tell you? If you have depreciation, exports will increase. Let us look into an example here. Chinese example. China, obviously, if you look at it, China has high in technology, high in manufacturing base, very low logistics cost. Compared to India, even the labor charges are very low. Electricity supply is top notch. And so is the case with internet. So because of all of this, what happens? Cost of production in China is very low. Got the point? Understood this? Cost of production in China being low. Okay. Now, automatically, what will happen to the exports then? Will China's exports be more or China's exports be less? Exports will be more. Correct? Exports will definitely be more. So in China's case, exports are much, much higher than imports. That means they generally have a trade surplus with almost every country that they do trade with. So that means more and more people are buying Chinese products. Correct. More and more people are buying Chinese goods. The Chinese exports are more means demand for Chinese currency will be what? Less or more? Demand for Chinese currency. If China is exporting Chinese toys, from toys to rare earth elements, everything they are exporting, what will happen to the demand for Chinese currency then? It will increase. It will increase then. What will happen to its value then? Value also should go up. Correct. Demand is going up means value of currency will go up. In other words, what it means is appreciation of Chinese currency. Correct. Value should be increasing. But China will not allow it to increase. China purposefully keeps the value low. In other words, China devalues their own currency. We will come to that. We'll come to that, Shikha. Why are they doing it? That you can do. You can artificially do it. See, I can actually do that actually. That is, if I am the central bank of a country and if the government is telling, hey, keep this as the value henceforth, you can do that. I can fix the value. There is nothing, no power in the world can stop me from doing that. Oh, special process and all. It is basically called managed exchange rate, managed floating or dirty floating, you call it. That is, even though currency's value is supposed to be determined by demand and supply. That is, if the demand for the currency is very high, currency value will appreciate. If the demand for the currency value is very less, currency value will depreciate. But sometimes there is something called as managed floating or dirty floating. Dirty floating means central bank will intervene or central bank will artificially fix a value. Artificial it is. It has nothing to do with demand. It has nothing to do with international economics, trade relation, nothing. They are telling, no, this is the value. Ashte, finished. End of the discussion. But why will anybody do that? Let us see this here. 2025, $1 is 90. And let us hope by 2030, $1 becomes 80. All right. See, people in the YouTube community, if you really see, there are a bunch of Amul babies, Nibba Nibbies. Can't help it. So if I actually look at the YouTube community, literally my blood is boiling. My BP is increasing actually in this Bangalore cold weather, to be very honest. So forgive me if I'm ignoring your comments. Follow the class. What is this? 2025, $1.90, $1.80. What has happened? Has it become, has the currency appreciated or has it depreciated? Appreciation. The serious aspirants, just follow the class. Okay. Can't help it. So this is a classic case of appreciation. Now look at it. Earlier you were earning 9,000 rupees as what? Export earning. Now it became 8,000. Import you had to pay 9,000. Now it became 8,000. Now tell me, in this, who will be happy? Importer is happier, obviously, because he has to pay lesser money. Exporter is not happy because he is getting lesser and lesser income. If you look at this, and if I conclude now, currency appreciation actually increases more imports. It becomes cheaper and cheaper to buy the products from outside rather than manufacturing it in your own country. I will repeat it again. Cheaper to buy rather than domestic manufacture. Best example here is that is the reason why USA is a largest export market for India, China, basically all any major country you take, USA is the largest export market. How, sir? You understood till here, Mr. Amit Chowdhury? Currency appreciation leading to higher imports. And I also showed you here very diagrammatically, beautifully, I have explained it here. Your earnings actually decreases. The more you try to export, your earnings decreases. And it becomes cheaper and cheaper to import. So automatically what happens is people will prefer to what? Buy things from outside rather than manufacture it here. Take USA itself. What is manufactured in USA? What company? What product? Apple iPhone also that you're talking about. Its AirPods, etc. are manufactured in China. The technology for it, it is outsourced and it is being maintained by some team sitting here in India. The chip, etc. that is coming from Taiwan. They hardly have any manufacturing facilities there in USA other than maybe nuclear energy, defense department, defense related hardware, that is guns, bombs, etc. Most of whatever they manufacture, be it their pharmaceuticals, medicines, that is in China. Nike, Reebok, Levi's jeans, manufactured in Bangladesh, India, other poor Southeast Asian nations. There they manufacture it. What else is there? American cars are a total tragedy. Their car manufacturing is pathetic actually. Hardly I think one Ford is there, then one Chrysler is there, Lincoln is there, 2-3 car companies, which you would have probably, other than Ford, I don't think you would have heard the other two. Because we don't even have it in India. Nobody will prefer to drive an American car. First of all, it is very costly to manufacture them. They're very expensive. Because they are made in USA, they're damn expensive. Got the logic here? So, USA outsources everything. USA needs anything, they outsource it. Best example, take the IT services. They've outsourced it to India. Got the point here? I'll come to that, Kumari. I'll come to that. I'll come to that, Joya. I'll come to that. Don't worry. So understood till here. Till trade deficit. Any doubts? Vishaka, you're right. Appreciation of currency is not entirely a good thing. When sudden appreciation happens, instead, what it should be like, it should be step by step. Because that appreciation in value should actually translate to lower cost domestically. That is, let us say there comes a day when Indian rupee is becoming $1 is equal to 1 rupee. Don't laugh. Okay. A day comes where $1 is 1 rupee. That means $1 is 90. Today, 1 liter of petrol also, I know it is around 100, but let us, for ease of calculation, okay, let us keep it at 100 only. Leave 100. 1 liter is 100 rupees. Correct? A day comes where $1 is 1 rupee. That means for petrol, if I am going to pay, I should only pay 10 rupees. And I should get 1 liter of petrol. Got the point? Then it is advantageous. Appreciation of currency shouldn't simply happen internationally. It should happen domestically also, where I pay less and get more goods. Back like the good old days. I go to a shop, 10 rupees, 15 rupees means I can eat. Pet bhar ke I can eat. Then it is good. Got the point? Then it is good. Outside currency is appreciating, but inside we are still having high inflation. That won't work out. Rayar Farouk, hypothetical situation. Hypothetical. Imaginary. Okay. And never say no. Anything can happen in economics. 20 years ago, if somebody would have told that Chinese currency would become an international currency, people would have laughed. No economist or no financial expert was able to predict that China, there will come a day where Chinese currency will become an international currency. All right. All right, people. You people, अरे यार अभी तो थोड़ा लाइट हार्टेड हो जाओ. It is impossible. हो नहीं सकता. Why? Hypothetical scenario. Shanti. Anilom vinilom. All right. Now to the other question what you people asked. If everybody, if USA is buying everything, then how dollar has high value? How dollar is having high value? Now I will give you another scenario here. When inflation is very high, what will happen to interest rate in banks? I know. Increase. Correct. Hold on to this thought. Hold on over here. This is called a bond. All right. What is a bond? Bond, imagine it is just like how you will put gold as an investment. I mean, in the bank, you will pledge the gold, you will give the gold based on the weightage of the or the grams present in the bank will give you money. Monthly, you will have to pay an interest, and after 2 years, 3 years, whichever time period it is, on that last date, you will have to give the principal amount back. Correct? That is, let us say, I gave my gold, bank gives me 5,000. Monthly, maybe I'll have to pay, let us say, 50 rupees interest for maybe 3 years. So 50 into 12 is what? 1 year. 50 into 12 is 600. 600 into 3 is 1,800. That is the interest that I pay. At the end of the 3 years, if I want to get my gold back, I will have to pay the principal amount. Principal amount, I'll have to pay it back. Only then I'll get my gold back. Short term is there, long term is there. Hold on. Got the point? Understood this? More or less the same thing. A bond also works like that. The US Treasury bonds are there, but this is the face value. This is the date of maturity. This is the coupon rate. Face value means what is the value written over there. $1,000, $1 million, $10 million, etc. All right. Maturity date means what? The date when that bond matures. 10% is the coupon rate calculated on the face value. That is, it will be always what? $100. 10% of 1,000 is $100. Now, two scenarios here. If demand for bond is high. No, not at all. I am just talking about plain bond here, how bond functions. If demand for bond is high, what will be the price of the bond? What will be the price of the bond? I'll do one thing. I'll just hide that YouTube comment section for now, because more and more buggers are coming in. Very sorry to the serious aspirants. कम से कम class तो चलेगा ढंग से. Let me focus on my paid batch students here as of now. Very good. Price will increase. So there is a possibility that $1,000 people will be ready to pay, let us say, $1,500. Correct? $1,500 also people are ready to pay for this. Don't you think it is a loss? Because something that is only maximum value is 1,000. I am ready to pay, no, 1,500. Because high demand. Okay, high demand. So if you look at it, I have the bond with me. Okay. Okay, I paid the money. I got the bond with me. Already I am in loss, minus $500. Correct? Already I am at a loss. 10 years later, I gave 1,500. I bought the bond. 10 years later, whoever it is, he will say, I will say, no, what is it? Somebody who is buying the bond, they will say, hello, maximum value is only this much. I won't give you more than that. Minus $500, already I am at a loss. But still, what about my coupon rate? What about that? Coupon rate. It is always calculated on what? The face value. For 10 years, how much I will get? $1,000. 1,000 minus 500, my net earnings is $500. This is called yield. Got it? High demand for this bond. Okay, my bond, let us say US Treasury bond, my bond, I gave it 1,500, somebody paid. Now that person is having it. Let us say Aditi is having it. Aditi paid 1,500 and took it from me. All right. He took it. I got 1,500. In the future, but I will say, hello, I am not going to pay 1,500 and all. You were the one who bought my bond. I won't pay. I will only give you maximum 1,000. Whatever is the face value. That much only I will give you. I won't give you more than that. Aditi was like, oh, okay. So already she got a loss of minus 500. Already it is there. But thankfully, because of the coupon rate, she made some money in 10 years. $1,000 she earned. Final yield is 500. All right. That final earning, that is what you call yield of the bond. Observe this. Okay, now keep this side. What if it is the ulta scenario? Demand for bond is less. Therefore, price is also less. People are only ready to give $500 for what? $1,000 bond. That means already they have made a profit of plus 500. Then yield also they will get. I mean, coupon rate. That will give them how much? Coupon rate will give them another $1,000. Total yield, if you see, it becomes $1,500. Observe now. When demand was high of the bond, price of the bond increased, yield of the bond decreased. This side, when demand decreased, price of the bond decreased, but yield of the bond increased. Clear with this? It will take some time. Go through the numerical values once again, then you will understand. Go through the numerical values again, then you will understand. Why do you need bonds means it is not just the government that will issue bond or RBI or central bank will issue bond. Anybody can issue. Adani can issue, Ambani can issue. Why? Even I can issue a bond. Hypothetically speaking. Now don't tell, no sir, you cannot issue. Obviously, I know I cannot issue because nobody will buy it. What guarantee is there I will return the money? And who am I basically? What are my economic credentials? Zero. But when Adani issues a bond like this or Ambani issues a bond like this telling that, say, I am issuing a bond, they are borrowing from the market. And market will be ready to buy it from them. Why? Good return. Because it is Ambani, because it is Adani. Why are Ambani and Adani issuing bonds? Because if I am the person buying the bond, for me it is an investment. For Adani and Ambani, this is the quickest way to borrow money from the market. Got the point? Otherwise, going to SBI, Ambani and Adani, sir, I am Adani. SBI manager will like, come after 3 p.m. Go at 3 p.m. Come after 5 p.m. Then come next year. I don't know anybody who has gone to SBI, they will know one thing for sure. You go there, they act as if we have asked for their kidney. Like that they behave. So getting a loan from a public sector bank is never easy. What is the other easier thing to do? Issue the bond, put it in the market. Public will buy. Public will buy it. Why? Investment it is. Because you get coupon rate. For Ambani and Adani, it is easy. Why? Because them they can get easy money. So this is how it works. All the very best, Aditi. Keep an account in SBI just so that you need a loan. Never use the credit card from SBI. Server down. That is the next issue. Half of the time server is down. What we need for prelims is price of a bond, yield of a bond has an inverse relationship. When price of the bond increases, yield decreases. When price of the bond decreases, yield increases. Inverse relationship. This is what we need for prelims. I don't have any personal history, Yashasvi. My friend who had applied for this normally in the malls or in the railway stations, these SBIs, I don't know what you call them, banking correspondents, I believe. They will come with these forms. SBI credit card, SBI credit card. Now an offer is there, offer is there. So what she did, she went and applied. Okay. Before the credit card reached her home via post, that card got hacked. I'm not joking. This has genuinely happened. I'm not at all joking. Got the point here? That is the logic. Anyway, this much you understood. Your safety and security. That is the main reason. Vishaga. Poorest safety it has. Mostly when you see these credit card frauds, if you see, they will never reveal the bank's name. But if you go a little deeper, one or the other online source will say it was an SBI credit card. That is the thing. So SBI credit cards, stay away from it. So clear till here. Now let us move on. Let us understand why did I bring it here. Inflation interest rate. When interest rate is very high in a bank, when interest rate is very high in a bank, will people park their money in the bank or will people take loan from the bank? Next question. When interest rate is high in the bank, will people put their money in the bank or will take money from there? Park their money, park their money. All are clear on this? Park money in bank. Correct. That means when interest rate is high, demand for bonds decreases. Why it will decrease? Because compared to the return that I will get from a bond, I will get more return if I put my money in FD in the bank. So demand for bonds will go down, price will go down, yield will increase. This is the logic. And when will interest rate increase? Obviously, when inflation increases. Inflation is more. Got it? Correct? ये रिश्ता आ गया यहाँ तक. Inflation leads to high yield. It's a possibility, Vishaka. It's a possibility. All of this you must understand. I am not telling that it will definitely lead to or it must happen like this. No. It may, it can. That is the logic. Because what we are, all these hypotheses are being made on the assumption or presumption that the demand and the taste and the preferences of the consumers, as well as whatever the producers are manufacturing, there is no change to it. There is no change to the existing tastes and preference of the consumers, as well as the nature of products manufactured by the producers. Then there is a chance for this. All right, here. One lock got opened now of economics. Now, next logic. Rising US yield is one reason why Indian rupee is suffering. Let us try to understand that. US yield is rising. That means what will be the idea? Yield is rising means price is declining, means demand is declining of US treasury bonds. Correct or wrong? Yield, they said it is increasing. That means there is only one way when yield is increasing. That means price is less, demand is less of US treasury bonds. Correct? Now let me ask you all a question. Okay. You are all having, let us say, 100 crore. That we will see later, Vishaga. Is there inflation in US? Yes, some amount of inflation is there. Not denying it. If you are all having 100 crore in your account, will you or will you not invest in USA? Now, don't come with Sir Bharat Mata ki Jai. That you don't tell me now. You are having 100 crore in your account. Will you or will you not invest in USA? US economy, basically. Will you or will you not invest in USA? Definitely. Sadhana is straight away telling, I will invest in US bond. Why? Because if you actually look at it, in India right now, if you see, interest rates are low. Last time also, RBI had reduced the repo rate. Always remember one thing. Always keep it in mind as a matter of a general rule. When central bank reduces any rate, let it be the repo rate, let it be the bank rate, let it be the marginal standing facility rate, all that. All of that. Any rate let the RBI reduce. What will happen is overall interest rate of loan and FD in Indian banks will reduce. Always remember, when interest rate reduces means it will be both total interest rate reduction. Loan also will reduce. FD also will reduce. It can never be that loan increase karenge but FD come karenge. No, no, no. Increase means both will increase. Decrease means both will decrease. Got the logic here? So, this got it here? Actually, there are people who are doing that. That is why I really laughed. Vishaka is not the first person to do it. There are people who actually take money, personal loan, etc., and they invest in US bond. Okay? So in India, when interest rate is low and you people are having money with you. Okay, you people have money with you. Interest rate is very low, FD is low. You also know that rupee is going on depreciating. Rupee value is also depreciating. And Indian economy not looking so certain. So all said and done, what will you try to do? You will try to do what? Invest outside. China, somebody said, I will invest in China. See, one thing about China, one guaranteed thing about China is Chinese people, Chinese economy, China as a country is, you can never trust them. You can never trust them. Movies also, when it is released in China, Indian movies, when it is released in China, I think 70% of the collection, whatever is collected, they will say, that is what they say. 70% of whatever collection that movie makes, that will be taken by the Chinese government only. Only 30% is given to the Indian producer. Yeah, rakhle tu. Like a tip. Got the point here? So always it is safer to invest in USA. So most of you said, definitely Roshan, it is a loss. Most of you said what? You will invest in USA. That means we did have capital outflow. Why, sir? Why what, sir? That is how China functions, man. Nobody can question China. Ashte. Capital outflow. Correct. See, that is the main thing. It is not like in our country. Why? See, in our country, what has happened today is a criticism of BJP is seen as a criticism of the government, which is wrong. And the criticism of government is seen as criticism of BJP, which is even more wrong. People don't know what to criticize exactly. Both are getting mixed. China, there is no confusion. China, there is no confusion. Every Chinese will stand together. I'm not at all obsessed with the Chinese language, trust me. It is just that it is very weird. I had Chinese colleagues actually, so I asked them, I tried to learn that language. The only thing that I learned is Yung Yo Yung Yi. That is what I learned. What does it mean? It means I don't know English. From which angle and all, don't ask me now. Capital outflow. Money flowing out. Currencies flowing out. Investments going out. Got the point here? I told you, if you are having 100 crore, you said you will invest it in USA. US bonds you will invest in. The money is going out. Nobody wants to invest in India. If you as an Indian doesn't want to invest in India, what will happen to the foreign players who would have invested in Indian market? They will also go and take it out. Why? Agreed. Price is less, demand is less of US Treasury bonds. But this yield is the right. This yield is on any day better than investment in India. Rather than putting my money even in the share market or even in the bank, it is better to put it in US Treasury bond. So next $1 million question. Why is it that foreigners or foreign investments exiting the share market? And it is also leaving the banks. Banks, why it is leaving, I told you. Main reason is what? Interest rate is low. What will I do putting the money here? No use. Interest rate is also low and currency value is going on depreciating. Got the point? Nobody wants to invest in banks. Next thing is, why are they leaving the share market then? Because in share market, the current issue is, let us take any of the premium top performing companies. The share prices are too high. They are like, it is already at such a high price. Will it increase beyond this? See, if I am purchasing a share of, let us say, Adani company, let us say, buying rupees 2000 per share, let us say, when will this become profit for me? At least it should, I am expecting as a foreigner when I am investing, I am expecting it should what at least double. That is, it should become 4000 per share. But automatically, even people sitting in USA will ask me, are you mad or what? Do you really think that 2000 will become 4000 per share? Are you mad or what? But I will also feel that is true, right? How can it literally become double of it? Some new company is there where its share price is maybe 75 rupees per share, but then there is a potential for it to grow. I will buy it. But already where the share price is very, very high, interest won't be there. What? People will knows it very well. It is the most dumbest mistake to do. That is, you are investing in the share market when the share market is doing really well. You literally have to wait for what? A crash. 2029, in case the Congress is able to form a government, take it from me, share market will crash. Perfect time to invest. It will crash, don't worry, it will crash. If at all, they form the government. Exactly, Yashasvi. So they won't feel it. They won't feel like investing in both of this. Ulta, when they see, they are like, in US, yield is high. Yield is high means I'll get more return. Chalo, I will invest here. Because compared to investing in a rupee share market or a rupee based bank, on any day it is better to invest in dollar. Correct? They will go and buy US Treasury bond. In other words, clear. See, that too, every country is investing. Who is asked that? Every country will invest. That is like, it is not that chunk of their investment. Singapore's chunk of Singapore's or Malaysia's investment in India. Like it is like, okay, something will invest in India also, go. It is like an afterthought. That is, what if suddenly things improve? That's it. Got the logic here? So let us sum it up now. On one side, we are having high imports. Number 2, exports suffered because of 50% tariff. Number 3, exit. FII exit. US Treasury bonds. High yield. All these 3 factors has led to what? Rupees depreciation. Very good point, Arun, which is exactly what I'm going to tell next. How to appreciate? I'll come to that, Vishaka. I'll come to that. Clear till here? But here comes one little exception. That is, this gentleman here, right? Compared to 2024 data, November 2024, in November 2025, exports increased. I repeat, compared to last year, November. This year, November, exports have increased. India's export has increased 67% from 466.22 in 2013-14 to 778.21 in 2023-24. Press Information Bureau's data, blindly you can trust it. Number 1, that means in 10 years, it's a 67% increase. Remember this data always, 10 years, that is 2013-14 you keep as the litmus, because 13-14, that was the last year UPA ruled, UPA 2 ruled. So 13-14 to 23-24, 10 years, 67% increase. This data, remember it always, because you will need it in your GS paper 3. Remember it. Put it in your head. You forget your name also, I don't care. Don't forget this data. Alright? Then, this is from Reserve Bank of India's data again. Trade deficit fell to 24.5 billion after a record high in October. That means in October, it was true. Our imports, everything had drastically increased, leading to what? A very high trade deficit. This portion here. However, in November, what are we seeing? In November, we are seeing a reduction. Reduction in trade deficit. Why did the trade deficit reduce? That is the next question. Because India's exports jumped in November 2025. Exports touched 73.99 billion, up 15.52% compared to last year. In other words, even without the US market, we are doing good. People were making fun of Mr. Narendra Modi, telling that he is doing solo trip. Even my mother was telling, I think he now in his old age, he wants to see these countries. I was like, So he's traveling everywhere. He's going to all places which I've never heard. I'm like, what to tell now? But that is the reality. See, common people, when you tell, what is it? Modi went to Cyprus. People are like, Cyprus? They have heard of citrus. ये citrus क्या होता है? They won't know. But all these visits have somehow led to what? Improve in our exports. Chota chota only. It is not that now suddenly we have started exporting huge amount of products to Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan and all. No. Little by little. But that छोटा portion कुल मिलाकर बड़ा हो गया है अभी. Because in an era or in a month where literally Trump tariff was literally at the neck, we registered export surplus. Same thing, all the export oriented schemes, whatever were there, like production linked incentive scheme, whatever to encourage exports, whatever the government did, subsidies provided, everything counts here. We diversified our market basically. Getting the point? We diversified our market. We are not just now dependent on USA because India understood that very well. India is like, अरे USA तू जो करना है कर ले यार, हमें कोई एतराज नहीं है. So what you must expect next is, yes, at least for a couple of months till that mega monkey Mr. Trump is in power, rupee will still keep sliding down for some more months. And that has nothing to do with Indian economy. It has everything to do with what? US dollar demand increasing. Because everywhere, because be it you, yeah, see, that and all is there. That and all later part it is. Later part. See, one thing I will tell you, tariff will be taken out later. But till then, what is happening? Till then, rupee will keep going down. Rupee will keep sliding down because of our imports. That is the main reason. Because people will try to play it safe. People will invest in gold. People will invest in silver. People will invest in dollar. Now, even if I am an ordinary individual, okay, ordinary, I don't know about bond and all. I will have the minimum common sense to do what? Arey, rupee is going on falling. What if it becomes 100 tomorrow? I will do one thing. I'll just purchase some $1,000 and let me keep it with me. $1,000 if today somebody purchases it for 90 at 90. That means pay what is it? 90,000 and get $1,000. Maybe within 1 year, what will happen? It will hit 1 lakh. I mean, $1 can easily become 100 rupee. I'll end up with 1 lakh rupees. That rate of return, even a bank won't give me. Absolutely. If rupee is depreciating, our exports on other countries can increase. Okay. People, please confirm whether the audio and video is clear once again. It was a slight technical glitch. The next question is, earlier, when dollar demand used to go up, rupee will depreciate. What did RBI do? RBI sold dollars from Forex. This is what RBI used to do earlier. Whenever this, because it was like a psychological thing. Currency value crossing 90, crossing 100, that is not a big deal. But it is a oh my God, it has come down to 90. Oh my God, it has come down to 100. That is the feeling it creates. That's a psychological thing. So what RBI was doing from the beginning of this year was, RBI will always, whenever they see the dollar is going up, RBI will take dump dollar. Because idea is what? Anything that is excessively in demand, how to stop its demand? Apply it. RBI has dollars where RBI has dollars kept in the Forex reserve. Otherwise also what used to actually stop the depreciation of rupee was our service sector, that is IT services, etc., our tourism, and our remittances. Even when we take a loan from a foreign bank, let us say World Bank, etc., even that will actually help in, what is it? Stopping the fall of rupee. Because service sector, if I am running an IT company, I am getting a project from USA. They will be paying me in dollars, correct? They are paying for my services, they are paying me. But if I get the dollar also, how is it useful for me? I will sell it and I'll convert it into rupee because I'm staying in India. Money for me. Tourists come here, be it medical tourism, sightseeing tourism, whatever. Do you have some Indian rupees? I have $100. So you give, again they are giving away their dollar and buying the local currency. Rupee value will go up. Indians who are staying abroad, they are sending money home. It is Australian dollar is coming, Singaporean dollar is coming, US dollar is coming, Canadian dollar is coming. All this will lead to what? Again, rupee value going up. But of late, we know world economy is slowing down. Canada is closing their borders, telling that we don't want any Indians. USA is not allowing Indians. Europe is not allowing Indians. Almost all the ASEAN countries have said, Appa, don't want Indians. More or less the same thing is happening even in Australia. So world over, if you see, everybody are like closing their door on what? Indians going there and working. Automatically what will happen? Remittances will go down. Tourism, it's pretty dull these days. It's not like doing really well. Service sector also, it is okay-ish. I mean, you would have read it in the paper, right? 3,000 laid off, 5,000 laid off, Infosys lays off this many, Wipro lays off these many. Why? Tata Consultancy Services. When Ratan Tata was alive, he never used to allow layoff of his employees. He will say, let the profit be less, let the shareholders also suffer, I don't care. But not one employee will be laid off because there is a recession. Local jobs will go, Sadhana. That is the reason. Local jobs will go. For example, now very few years back, this one particular political party from Mumbai was telling that for item dance girls, why is Bollywood hiring all foreigners? Why can't they hire the local girls from Maharashtra only? Why are they hiring foreign girls? We will not allow this. Idea is unique. We agree. But ultimately it is a creative thing. It is a director's choice whether he wants foreigners or whether he wants Indians. It is a director's choice. But why did he say that? Locals were losing the job. Mumbai and Karnataka or Bangalore, what is the main issue there? Localites are not able to get the high profile job. That is the high profile job with the, let us say, even be it film industry, IT services. Localites are not getting it. You go to Mumbai, you will find a lot of people who are from outside Mumbai. You come to Bangalore, you will see a lot of people from outside Bangalore. So localites are, I'm not telling everybody, but some localites at least are not liking it. Why are all these outsiders here? Why are all these outsiders here? Oh, and for you it is, what is it? Blood. When it comes for somebody else, it is tomato chutney means how will it work? Foreigners are also telling the same thing. Why are Indians coming and taking away our jobs and our women? Because our men are the most useless people inside India. They won't obey the law. They won't treat the women properly. The moment they step outside, they also want foreign wife. They also want foreign job. Get the point here. This is the logic. So all of this today, it is down. Automatically, what is the only solution? RBI should intervene. Sell the dollars. This time RBI was like, "Arey girna hai to girne do. Let it fall." RBI did not even bother. Let it fall. So literally, it fell from 89, it went into 90, and I think in Tuesday or something, it even touched 91. Going on falling. Let it fall. Let it come to some comfortable level. Let it be. Why? RBI don't want to touch the dollars in forex reserves anymore. Why? Why RBI does not want to touch? Are we having less dollars? No, we are having plenty. We are having enough dollars with us. What RBI is doing now is, number one, open market operation. Buying government securities from banks. How? Give rupee. What will banks give? Banks will give G-Secs, government security. This is the first thing RBI is doing. This is what RBI is interested in, putting money into the hands of the bank. First. Next thing is, dollar rupee buy swap. Again, what RBI is doing is, I giving money to the bank and taking dollars from them. And that dollar will go where? Forex. 1 and 2 put together, if you see. In 1, what you see, more money is going to the bank. In 2 also, what you are seeing, money is going to the bank. What is this dollar rupee buy and swap means? Today, RBI will buy dollars from them by giving them rupee. On a later date, at an agreed rate, this will be exchanged back. RBI will give dollar on a later date. Banks will give back rupee. Later date it is. This is basically done not to manage exchange rate. Keep it in mind. I am not telling this, RBI only said this. This RBI is doing to put money, manage the liquidity. In the current scenario, RBI is giving them the rupee to buy the dollar, giving them the rupee to buy the security, so that banks are having plenty of money. Why are they doing that? Because inflation is very low. Simply, if I reduce the repo rate alone, banks will be like, you will reduce the repo rate. Why should I reduce? I don't have money with me. Banks may not pass the benefit to the customers. I want to ensure that banks will do it. When will banks do it? When they have plenty of money. Are aja beta, aja, loan le, loan le, loan le. Like that, banks will start promoting it. Those of you who have given their numbers here and there, they will be knowing it. You will be getting, and if you have taken a loan, if you ask your parents, they will be going on getting calls now. Sir, do you want a refinance? That is already you have taken a loan. To pay that only, you are literally bleeding everywhere. They will ask, sir, what about a top-up loan? Loan ke upar ek loan. They will be calling you now. Why? Why sudden love overflowing with money? Why is it so? Because inflation is reduced. We need to trigger what? We need to trigger internal demand. How to trigger it? By pumping money. How will you pump money? From banks. When will banks pump money? When they have surplus capital with them. How are they having surplus capital? Through open market operations. Through dollar, rupee, buy, sell, swap. No, it is compulsory. Central bank's decision, every bank has to abide by it. So when RBI indulges in these things, you have to abide by it. It is not that, no, मैं आज मुझे मेरा मन नहीं है. That you cannot do. How many of you are feeling smoke is rising from your head? I'm not surprised because trust me, I've literally touched almost entire economics. I am not kidding. Entire economics has been छू कर आ गया हूं अभी. That is the reason you are feeling it. These are topics which are not actually taught in a single day. ये मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूं क्योंकि ये करंट अफेयर्स में बार 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 आ रहा है. It is repeatedly coming and I cannot see. It is easy for me to say, "Ja beta ja, economics sir se padh kar aa." I can do that. Nobody is going to question me also because economics topic. But no, this has to be understood. Otherwise, that economics portion will always remain what? It will always create issue. Clear? Yes. Every bank, commercial banks basically, see, every bank, I don't want to go into the intricacies of with which all banks they deal it with. That you can probably get it from your economics faculty. We need to know from the surface level how these things are managed. Correct? Jayashree, that was so kidney touching. Ooh. Now I will sum it up to you. Inflation is low. Or wait, let us leave inflation aside. Let us start with imports higher than exports. Main reason, crude oil, coal, gold, silver, and electronics. Okay, that will lead to what? Current account deficit, it is called. Thank you, Taniji. Current account deficit, it is called. Why current account? What is a current account? Current account simply means it is the ongoing account. Keep it in mind like that. Ongoing transaction. That is, as we are talking, something is being exported out of India. Something is being bought into India. Export and import is happening. Number 3, somebody is sending money sitting from abroad. They are sending money to India. Somebody is probably sitting in USA, making an investment into share market. Okay, wait, not share market. Don't take that. Don't take that. Export, import, remittances. These are going on happening. Continuous transactions. Small amount. Small amount. When you say, sir, $30 billion is small amount for you. Comparatively, it is small. So these are ongoing, and always, most of the times, we have had a current account deficit. An interesting scenario, I will just put it here. You can go and read it for yourself. India had a India had current account surplus during COVID. Very interesting scenario. Our exports were very high. Okay, just go and check out the reason. But we will continue with our discussion. But this is clear. CAD is clear to all of you. Now, import is more than exports means you have high CAD. Means rupee value will depreciate. As rupee value depreciates, what will happen? Imports will become costlier. Correct? Let us go back to our original parent diagram here. When rupee value depreciated, 40 became 90, import bill actually increased from 4,000 to 9,000. Import bill shot up like anything. So, getting back, imports will become costlier. And what are we majorly importing? Crude oil, coal, gold, silver, electronics. Gold, silver, electronics, you leave it aside. Petrol prices will increase. Diesel prices will increase. Electricity prices also will increase. In other words, petrol price and diesel prices increases means overall cost in the economy. Won't it increase or not? Because food items you need to transport, market you want to transport, whatever it is, bulk transport, diesel, your diesel is costly. Petrol, commutation, that is also costly. So overall price in the economy generally, cost will increase. Cost of production will increase. Correct? If cost of production increases, let us assume you all are businessmen. You're all factory owners, industry owners. and the cost of production is very high, will you actually feel like manufacturing things? Will you feel like manufacturing? No, you will wait, let the price change something, let it change, then we will see. So, cost of production increases. What happens is domestic production can go down. Domestic production goes down. What will happen to GST plus income tax collection? GST plus income tax collection decreases. What will happen to revenue component of government? Revenue component. Actually, the correct word is receipt. The proper technical word for it is receipt. Goes down. But at the same time, expenditure of the government remains the same. Correct. Government's expenditure, my old batch students will remember it. Government's expenditure, you can always remember it by these 4 letters. TIPS. D for defense. I for interest payments. Interest payments means whatever loan Indian government has borrowed, for that you have to pay. S is for subsidies. P is for public administration. Public administration, when I say salary, pension, departmental expenses, all of that will come. And these 4 expenses you have to maintain every month. Every month. You cannot say to our soldiers, now this month you please adjust, okay, bullet is not there, we don't have money, you adjust it with a knife. We cannot do that. From World Bank, we have taken around $800 million to develop the capital city of Amaravati in Andhra Pradesh. Can we tell to World Bank, this month, next month, that also you cannot do. Subsidies. You touch on subsidies, you can forget the state election, you can forget 2029 election. So you cannot touch DIS. What will you do? You will touch on P, public administration. Only for the most essential services, you will provide facilities. Otherwise, you won't. So I have a student in Sahastra Seema Bal. So I was very happy. I was like, hey, Sahastra Seema Bal, wow, congratulations, man. He was like, no, sir, I want to become an assistant commandant. I was like, why? Sir, better facilities are there only. Here, sometimes we even feel whether the government knows whether we are there or not. So I was actually surprised because in current affairs, we have read what? AK-203 rifles have been given as a standard issue to all the armed forces in our country. So I was also like, yeah, didn't you receive it? He was like, sir, no, we don't get it. Just for CAPF and all. And for strategic services only. Not everybody gets it. Then I understood. Whenever money shortage is there, only the most critical of the services will get all the facilities. The rest of it will suffer. Take FSSAI, Food Safety and Security. I mean, what job they are doing, God Almighty knows. Take our drugs control organization. What are they doing? Are they conducting any raid in the pharmacies? CBI. You won't believe it, CBI does not have any independent finance, budget and all. CBI doesn't have financial independence. So like that, there are countless organizations which are tiger only on paper. Ground reality is they don't have any facilities, because that is the only area where government can hold the money with them. Defense we cannot do, because now other idiots are there from Bangladesh now who are telling that we will take Northeast. I'm telling, please come here. Aja. Ek bar aakar to dekh. You will come back running to this side of India, because this other side of India means you will find a little bit of liberals. Why should we sing Vande Mataram? Why should we sing national anthem? That type of very liberal, very intellectual people you will find on this side of India. Northeast, if you go, you will come running to us telling that inse hame bachao. Because Northeasterners, like I told you, supremely patriotic, very loving people they are. That is how it is. Got the point here. So we have two Khujlis now. One old Khujli, one Naya Khujli. So we cannot compromise on this. Interest we will have to pay. Subsidies we will have to pay. So this expenditure is still high. Revenue component is low. It will lead to what? It will actually lead to a high fiscal deficit. Exactly. Coming to that, Aditi. Fiscal deficit will increase. Government is not having revenue. Government will try to borrow. Government will try to borrow. Borrowed money, should government put it on capital expenditure, or should they put it on revenue expenditure? Which one? Capital expenditure means any expenditure which will give me a return tomorrow. Highways, roadways, ports, railways, infrastructure, all of that will give me a return. Even if I import a technology or a machinery, even that is good. Revenue expenditure means what? I'm spending on defense, interest payment, public administration, subsidies. Revenue. Sunanda, I will put it even more simply, the other easier way for you. Sunanda, you borrowed money. Okay, you borrowed money. You borrowed money and you went and ate biryani. How are you going to pay it back now? That is revenue expenditure. You borrowed money. You invested it in some share market or something. It gave you a return. You kept the profit with you. You gave your whatever money you borrowed, you gave it back. That is capital expenditure for you. Got the point? And you're not entirely wrong. You're right only. That is, government borrows, and if government invests in capital, that is fantastic. But generally what happens is, government will try to use that borrowed money to pay for revenue expenditure. What is happening? You're not creating assets. Ulta, you're keeping going on spending money. You won't be in a position to return the money back. Government borrows money and government spends it on mutton biryani. Not 1 rupee you're going to get back if you spend on defense, interest payment, public administration and subsidy. Not 1 rupee you will get back. So what will the banks do? Banks will be like, gaya, मैं लुट गई, मैं बर्बाद हो गई, मेरा पैसा लेकर गवर्नमेंट गया. So I'm going to increase the interest rate. When the interest rate increases, private investors will step back. They will be like, okay, the interest rate is too high. I am not going to borrow because of high interest rate. Once again, what will happen? Domestic production goes down. Exports will become lesser, leading to CAD. If you can make, because this is economics for you. I'm not telling that this is how the entire thing will happen. I'm not at all telling that. But if you have understood this table, understand that you have understood what? The whole of economics. That is the logic. Current account deficit can lead to fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit can lead to current account deficit. That is what it is. We started from here, high CAD. Then we went on. Like this we came, crowding out of private investment because of high interest rate. Private investor steps back means domestic production goes down. Domestic production goes down means our exports will come down. Imports are always high anyway because of these 5 elements, leading to what? CAD again. Kaushik, Manna, we don't have plan and non-plan expenditure. Plan and non-plan expenditure were the creation of the planning commission. Ever since Niti Aayog came, we don't have plan expenditure and non-plan expenditure. We only have capital expenditure, revenue expenditure. Capital receipt, revenue receipt. Just 2 accounts. Capital account, revenue account. Under capital account, you have capital revenue, capital receipts, capital expenditure. Under revenue account, you have revenue receipts, revenue expenditure. Got the point here? There is no more plan. Plan, non-plan distinction, if I remember it right. No, I don't want to hazard a guess now. I'm on a roll right now. I don't want to spoil it by giving a wrong data. Got it here? This much if you have understood means you have grasped economics. The rest of it I am telling you, it is only an offshoot of this. Subsidies, what and all subsidies are we providing? Public administration, where are we wasting the money? Defense, now what are we doing? We are trying for more and more indigenization. Interest payment, it is okay. We are borrowing, we are paying for it. Okay. Are we able to pay it? So there you will be studying about debt to GDP ratio, sustainability of the debt, etc. That you will be studying there. But this here is the main concept. Everything else is like an offshoot of it. So there you can take it up and get it done. Got the point? Didn't understand, those who didn't understand, revisit this video as many times as possible till you get it in your head. Got the logic here? Because always, see, the reason, see, it is pretty simple. I know for some of you, this is like, अरे हर बार ये यही चीज पढ़ाते हैं. Please understand, there are new students also. Pinnacle Titan batch especially, there are new students always. And always I get a question without fail, sir, I am scared of economics. I don't want any student to not clear prelims because they are scared of a subject. Because 14 to 15 questions, that is 12 to 15 questions is guaranteed from economics. Politics and economics, if it is in your pocket, half of the job is done. Say 12 questions of polity, 10 questions of economics if you do, 12 plus 10, 22. 22 into 2, 44 marks already in your pocket. Remaining another 46 you need to score. Or sorry, 56 you need to score from rest of the subjects. Ancient, medieval, modern, art and culture, environment, agriculture, science and technology, geography, international relation or map work, current affairs. बाकी के around 10 subjects से just you have to score 56. चुन के, hand picking the most sure shot questions. If you answer, you are in. Never forget that. Got the point here? most of the description wise, I have given it here. Description, I have given it in this table here. Descriptions, that you can take it down. All right. Apart from that, I have made some, obviously, using ChatGPT. I have tried to generate some images also. You can use that also. Rupee depreciation, how it will affect. What is current account deficit? How rupee depreciation is leading to high fiscal deficit, and now that will higher fiscal deficit will lead to current account deficit. That I have given over there. Clear, people? It is. See, I don't deny it, Yashasvi. I'm not at all denying it. I am not saying that this was very easy to understand, because all said and done, 7 o'clock, 7:05 or 7:10, properly the class would have started. It's only 2 hours. And to cover all these core concepts in 2 hours, covering it is okay. I am teaching now since many years. For me, it is like paaye haath ka khel. But for you, it will be like one after the other, jatka it will be. So it will take time. I am not at all denying that fact. That is why I specifically asked, how many of you are feeling that duma, beje se duma? How many of you are feeling it? That is why I asked. Getting the point here. You will feel it. It is okay to feel also. But this is the concept here. Clear, people? So the bottom line is, why Indian economy is doing good is, SIPs are increasing. SIPs are increasing. That much we know. Today, around 19% domestic households are exposed to the share market. Imagine if this reaches 100%. That is, entire households in India have investment in share market. So that is what it is. The rest of it, you can build on it. I'm not going to further ruin your, Saturday or Sunday. I mean, Saturday and Sunday by taking more and more of economics. आज के लिए इतना काफी है. All right. So, finally, the one thing that we thought will never change, that also changed. Correct? If it is clear, I'm happy. That's all. I'm happy. Because see, I have always seen this. This is the first subject. I have always said this also. This is the first subject that I started teaching. Because economics is one subject which I've always found it to make sense. Ultimately, any politics you talk about, any relationship you talk about, international, domestic, whatever, it's all money, money, money. It's all to do with money. Got the point? So that is the logic. So finally, let us touch MG Narega also. MG Narega is no more there. To everybody, I'm telling you, like binti kar raha hu aap sabse, jitna jaldi ho sake, clear this exam and get lost to Labasna. Because day by day, headache for me is increasing. Headache for you people are also increasing. Just then we thought Narega is over. Aa gaya. G Ram G. We should give an award to the person who actually made this. Because it Bharat. That is for, just for, wo kya bolte hai, achar in a main course. That is what it is. Okay. Side mein rakha hua hai. GRAM. G. This is how it is going to be known as. G Ram G. G Ram G scheme. G Ram G scheme. Whatever it is now. See, I am getting laugh actually. The reason I will tell you. See, I am not a very religious person. Let me be very honest here. I'm not a very religious person. I believe there is a supreme power out there. I believe your karma will come to you. Everything small and big will come back to you. Will take every last hisab. It will come and take back. I believe in it. Even then, I keep doing some mistakes also. That is another story. But I know I will have to pay the price. You will have to pay the price. But the point here is now, all the opposition states, okay, all the opposition states, especially West Bengal, state of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, every now and then it keeps changing. Yeah, at least these 3 states. Imagine their chief ministers right now, they will be hyperventilating. Like, because See, reading it out, it is very difficult. Guarantee for Roskar and Ajivika Mission, Gramin Bill, it is difficult. But Ulta, G. Ramji, imagine our dear Mamta Banerjee saying that. Getting the point here. So that is the point. It is damn funny, and somebody has got a very good humor sense. That much is for sure. Somebody who is sitting in PMO's office has got a very good humor sense. So let us look into the legal status first. New statutory framework passed by Lok Sabha in 2025 to replace the 2005 Act. Because already the Hindu has started crying. Okay. Policy vision. Rural wage employment as a social safety net. So with Narega, the point was it is a social safety net. Social safety net means somehow I'll have some extra income with me, which will ensure my nutrition, which, like I have told in my classes earlier, it will also help in the girl child going to school. Alright, girl child going to school, lesser violence against women, all that we have seen because more money is there. How is G. Ramji different from it? Rural employment aligned with Vikasit Bharat 2047. That we will leave aside. Vikasit Bharat. Accountability, asset creation and income security. That is the most important thing here. Accountability is made. Asset creation is the highlight. Accountability was there even in Narega. I'm not denying it. But asset creation, that is the most important fact here. Rational. Design for rural conditions prevailing in 2005. Back then, what were the conditions? For that, Narega was correct. Now, what is it? Introduced due to changed rural conditions such as higher incomes, digitization, connectivity, and diversified livelihoods. Things are better now. It is true. At least one electricity connection has reached every village in this country. How many people have taken it and how many households it is there, that is a different story altogether. But rural village has been connected. That is a guaranteed thing. Now, guaranteed thing why I am telling is, for example, I don't know how many of you know this crime and criminal tracking network system, where all police stations today in the country are connected through one system. That is, somebody sitting in Assam, a remote police station sitting in Assam today, can access a criminal's file if it is uploaded from Bangalore police station. Assam, they can check the name, put the details, etc. They will see that, oh, this person has committed a crime here in Bangalore police station. Now, these are not nearby places. And all the police stations, 100% connectivity, what does it mean? Internet has also reached. Got the picture here? One thing you will have to give it to this government or even to this party. This is not something they framed yesterday. This was always there as a plan. Now they are executing it. Let us take it up forward. We'll see. Key structural issues, gaps between expenditure and asset outcomes, implementation irregularities, declining completion of 100 days. That is expenditure, asset outcome. Money that is spent in this. 2 lakh crore, 8 lakh crore, that much money is being spent. Now, some of you are from village areas. Name one asset created by MG Narega scheme in your village. One asset. Not one will be there, I am sure. Even the so-called Kerala Sir, literacy Sir, 100% Sir, even in my state also, if I see not one rural asset, I'll be able to point and say that was Narega's creation. Nothing. It became actually a scheme where people will simply come and sign their name. They will go and do other job. They will collect the money. States were also not bothered to create any asset. Why? Entirely funded by center. 100%. Yeah, it got passed. And declining completion of 100 days. That is 100 days itself, work is generally not given. Nobody actually takes the 100 days work also. What is the change here? Explicitly redesigns framework instead of incremental reform to address outcome quality and accountability. That means finally now somebody is literally going to question G. Ramji Bill's biggest advantage is what asset did you create? I'm giving you so much money. What asset have you created? Correct? Employment guarantee 100 days of wage employment per rural household per financial year. Here it is 125 days of wage employment per rural household per financial year. Eligibility rural households with adult members willing to do unskilled manual work. Same eligibility retained. That means eligibility is the same for both the scheme. That is the only similarity there. Wage payment timeline. Payments were often delayed despite legal timelines. Even then, payments were delayed. Here, what is the case? Weekly payment or latest within 14 days of completion of work. This is, now nobody can say, sir, this also, what can we say? What if this gets delayed? Possibility is there, but this is by law. Take it further forward. Agricultural seasonal adjustment. No formal pause during sowing and harvesting. That is, even during the sowing and harvesting season also, people used to say, narega, 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 narega. And then sowing is also happening. Same people have registered for narega. Center will be like, ye kaise? So center has to keep paying the money. Because narega, we did work. Kya kaam kiya? What is it? Aggregated a 60-day pause during peak sowing and harvesting seasons while retaining 125-day entitlement. That means during sowing season, peak harvesting season, no narega work. A 60-day pause. No disturbance that time. Uske baad kar lenge. Got the point? Nature of work, largely employment-focused rural public work. Whereas in G. Ramji, it is what? Employment linked to creation of durable and productive rural assets. It should be durable and productive. You have to create something useful. You have to click the pic, you have to upload it, you have to show it to center, it has to be verified. Only then the fund will get released. Blindly, nobody is going to get any fund. I have told this in my public administration class. I have told it in my GS classes also. I have told this multiple times. Current affair class. Highest level of corruption happens at panchayat and municipality level. Main reason is what? No CAG audit. Comptroller and Auditor General by law, by constitution, has to audit central account and state account. But panchayat and municipality doesn't come under the ambit of CAG. वो लूट लो, बर्बाद कर लो, जितना भी लूटना है लूट लो. Got the point? Broad rural works without strict thematic prioritization. No theme only. Simply come and hey, you know that girl ran away with this man. This is what they discuss there. I have overheard. I was always like, you people don't have anything else to discuss other than this. Arey, we are just talking, you know. This is how they were talking. We will think, oh, affair chal raha hai, affair, extramarital affair, a premarital sex. That is how we say that. Go to rural area, you will hear even more Wahyat stories. Even more pathetic stories you can hear from rural areas. Got the point here? Here now what are the themes? Water security, core rural infrastructure, livelihood related infrastructure, extreme weather mitigation works. All of that comes over there. Asset recording, fragmented records across states and schemes. There is no way to know what asset has been created. No way to know. Like I told this earlier in my PWOnlyIAS class, I think. They said for 3 buildings they constructed. One was a veterinary hospital. The other one was a clinic. Third one was a school. So collector came to check, where is it? Collector came and they saw one building. Collector was like, 3 building ka fund diya tha. I gave fund for 3 buildings fund was there. What is it? No sir, this 3 building only. Collector just stood there because rebuilding specifically is given, separate fund is given, and finally seeing one building with 3 floors. As if that was not enough, he was just looking at the building for some time and then he started smiling. So these other, whoever stole this money, ate the money, they thought, collector became a fool. We made a fool out of him. Aha. Collector just kept on looking and collector like, idhar wo kya hai sabse upar? Sir, veterinary hospital for the animals. Cow will climb the step and go all the way till the 2nd floor. That is when they realized. Board laga diya, jaldi, veterinary hospital at the topmost floor, where cow will climb and go. Oh, I'm not feeling well today. Let me go to the veterinary doctor. Imagine. This is the level with which corruption is happening in India. It is funny. No doubt about it. It is absolutely funny. That is why they say all tragedies in life, if you look at from far, it is a big comedy. What the point? Now you will have all the assets recorded digitally in Vikasit Bharat National Rural Infrastructure Stack. That is another one. That was in Kerala. All assets recorded in Vikasit Bharat National Rural Infrastructure Stack. A stack is created. That is a stack means not a stack, like digitally entire infrastructure what is created in rural area, now it will be recorded. Got the logic here? Planning mechanism, decentralized planning through Gram Panchayats, decentralized Vikasit Gram Panchayat plans integrated with PM Gati Shakti. What does this mean? This will look like, what, sir? What does this mean here? Don't worry. IAS officers' demand is going to shoot up. Because if at all you are the district collector there, you will have to ensure that whatever plan is being made now for G Ram G scheme, it has to be in alignment with PM Gati Shakti. And it needs to be aligned with the central government schematic things. If it doesn't happen, means don't worry, beta, khatam. Your future, your career will get screwed up. The collector's demand will go up. On collector, the increased responsibility also will come up now. Nothing like that. So see, money and all, everything will come. Meena. Money, everything will come. It is just that now as olden days. So in my father's place, etc., these Narega workers will come. Way they walk. This is how fast they walk. And the men, obviously, because we are from Kerala, 90% of the time is utilized in tying, untying, retying the lungi. That is what they do. So ultimately what happens is, it is just wastage of time. Towards, as the clock strikes 4 o'clock, 4 to 5, overacting ki wholesale dukan. Oscar level, this thing, that is they are working hard and you will be like, what the hell is happening? Because now the person will come to take down all the names, everything, to show in front of them, they will do it. This is what actually happens. Money will come. It is not that social protection is not there. Money will come to you. But the question is, what did you create with that money? Scheme, 100% centrally sponsored, demand driven. That is how it was. 100% center. MG Narega. And demand driven. Demand driven means the moment state will say, ayo, see in my state they want Narega now. Center, send money. Center will be like, abhi to diya tha. Arey wo khatam ho gaya, aur bhejo na. That is how it used to be. Now no more. No more demand driven and all. Centrally sponsored within predefined state-wise allocations. Center bears the wage, the administration, and most of the cost center used to take care. Now it is what? 60:40. Center state. Center will bear 60. State will bear 40 for most states. 90:10 for northeastern states and Himalayan states. 100% center for union territories without legislatures. This is what is the scenario today. That means up to 60% of the funds, let us say it is utilized ones. 60% center share is over. Then also state is saying, अरे center सुनो ना, थोड़ा fund चाहिए नरे जीराम जी के लिए. Center will say, you only put the money. My quota is done. Now you want, you put. I am not going to put anymore. That is the logic now. Got the picture here? Center obligated to fund additional demand. This was the most, I don't know who, by the way, whoever created this should be given an award. Whenever, if we study Hindu, this is, by the way, from Economic Times. Those of you who think this fellow is BJP supporter, this entire data is from Economic Times. Proper, neutral newspaper. Pure fact basis it is. I am telling you now, my hidden desire, I am literally praying, one day some Telugu, Kannada, or even Tamil director should see me and should feel, "Arey, we can cast him as a villain." That's it. Hod chhad ke, like Cinderella, I will run. Center obligated to fund additional demand. Now what is it? State expenditure beyond annual allocation should be borne by the states. Agradana, dirana, dirana. What the point? क्या हुआ? अरे जीराम जी की याद आ रही थी. याद आ रहा है ना अपने आप. What is it? पैसा जमा कर लो. मेरे पास मत आओ. जीराम जी की याद आ रहा है, जाओ खुद जाकर खर्च कर लो. अरे whatever, comedian or whatever, everywhere I won't get you people as the audience, man. Understand? Limitations are there. That also I will do meanwhile. Linked to notified rates under the Act. Notified by center, not lower than prevailing Narega wage rates. So that is the answer to Meena Kumari's question. Will it lower the social security? No. It won't be lower than the Narega wage rates. Then, estimated annual cost, variable demand driven. 1.51 lakh crore including state share. This will be the cost now. A drastic reduction in the cost for the central government. Politics, no idea. No need. Got the point? This is the main thing. See, people, that is why I'm asking you. You see, I'm telling you, I don't want you people to blindly follow something, even if God comes and tells you, whoever it is, be it your father, be it your mother, be it me, be it anybody. I want you to think objectively. Main point you just tell me. One point you tell me. One useful thing created by MG Narega. One asset created by them. One asset created by them, you tell me. I am ready to listen. Show me in any part of India. In your village itself, when I asked, in this crowd itself, nobody was able to give an answer. Got the point? This is the logic. Moving further forward. Administrative expenditure ceiling 6%. Here it has been kept at 9%. Slight increase. Primarily program offices and Panchayati Raj institutions. Central and State Gramin Rozgar Guarantee Council Steering Committee, Panchayati Raj Institution, District Program Coordinators. As you can see here, multiple people are involved. Ek ya do ko. One or two, you can tell. Show Gandhi and you can do that. How are you going to bribe all of these people? How are you going to bribe? And especially when everything is digitalized, how are you planning to even steal that money? Got the point here? It is never going to be easy. Then, monitoring and transparency, social audit and basic digital tools. Social audit only used to happen. And basic digital tool, taking photograph. So that also I have told it in my PubAd class. That is, well, we have constructed Anta. 2 wells we constructed. Collector was like, kaha? The first day they took the collector to 1 well. तो सर फर्स्ट वेल, हाँ दूसरा कहाँ है सर? दूसरा बहुत दूर है. ओ सर बहुत दूर. ओ यो टुडे इफ वी लीव टुमारो ओनली विल रीच. टुमारो वी विल गो. Collector was like, okay. Next day they took the collector. Going on traveling. Collector is like, what the hell? When are we going to reach? Sir, we told na it is very far. Okay. Finally they reached. Collector got out and one look he understood what was the chal there. It was the same well that they showed yesterday. So yesterday they went straight to the well. Oof. Straight they went. Second day they have gone like this back to the same well. I am not joking, people. This has really happened. This has really happened. This is the scenario with Narega. Got the point? So now it is digital attendance, biometric authentication, geo-tagging of whatever assets you have created, GPS and mobile-based monitoring. That is, if I am a G Ramji worker, I have to be present there. My mobile should show within that tower location. Real-time dashboards, social audit, everything digitalized. One click of a mouse, you will get to see what asset is being made where, which Narega G Ramji unit are working there, how many are working there, all of this. Got the point? Unemployment allowance, mandatory, paid by states if work is not provided. Same thing, mandatory, paid by states if work is not provided. That's it, people. This is the point. Arey yaar, nobody can deal with the Indian jugaad. See, opposition's reasoning, I am not going to get into it because it will lead to a political discussion. But the fact of the matter here is, just think na. MG Narega, 8 lakh crore we have spent. Then we are giving subsidies for electricity, fertilizer, etc. On top of it, we are also providing food subsidy. So every subsidy, everything we are giving, and still what are we seeing? Agriculture's contribution finally to the GDP is what? 14%, 15%. Primary sector, not even agriculture. Primary sector, when you take, it is just 14% or 15% of the GDP. Whereas more than 50% of the people are dependent on it. What assets have we created? What are we using it for? And it is high time that we did this. Because assets are there in villages. Water is there. Clean air is there. I am telling you, reverse migration will happen. Literally, people from the city will start going and staying in rural areas just for clean water, quality food, good air. We need it. That is their main issue. Got the point? That is the simple thing here. So any which way they try to say it, now the whole thing that people are losing their, this thing is two reasons basically. Because you are literally going to say G Ramji, G Ramji, G Ramji. That is obviously not going to be liked by many people. That itself will, I'm pretty sure many people will lose their BP. They will end up getting admitted in the hospital also probably. But that is the reality. Exactly. Bill will get passed. They have the numbers. That is the reason. Now let us go into our how to prepare modern history comprehensively. Draw it, this thing. Now we can take some questions. First, we will finish with the paid batches questions. Timeline, my dear. I mean, the social religious reformers, nothing to do. Make a table and record your ugly voice in your smartphone. There will be a voice recorder is there. That you can actually use that voice recorder to record your voice and study that. Social religious reform movements. The other ones, it's basically start from 1914. I mean, 1914-15, I'm not exactly sure. Gandhi's arrival. Then the whole Champaran, Ahmedabad, Kheda, Rowlatt, non-cooperation movement. Then the whole Hindustan Republic, social, whatever. Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru, Lal Bal Pal, that thing. Civil disobedience movement. roundtable conferences. Then obviously, Government of India Act of 1935. 1937 Congress ministries resigned. 1939 Second World War. Then obviously from that point onwards, you have your cabinet mission, that mission, this mission. 1915. Chalo. Let us say it's okay. Meena, it's no more a valid point. I'm telling you, it is no more a valid point. Because you go to a rural area today, you will find QR code there. I'm not joking. Rural area you go, you will find QR code there. So that digitization, people may suffer, people may suffer. They keep telling people may suffer, people won't be knowing. Give me the data. Just like what Supreme Court has said. Show me one person. Show me the data. How many people suffering because of that? Give me the data there. Total data, that is out of the total population in a rural area. How many are suffering because of digitalization? Give me the data. Exactly. So this, interim government, cabinet, crips, etc., Mountbatten plan. Put a timeline. It'll get over. That is the way to do it. That's it. Pre-INC parties and revolutionary parts are confusing. Record, record, keep listening. Nothing else to do. Record and keep playing it. Because obviously, right, that many names, that many organizations, that many magazines, it is never going to be easy. Have you heard about Epstein Island files? I have heard of it. I watched that documentary also. हमारे लिए वो कैसे क्या मतलब रहता है Epstein files? What is the big deal? Maybe few of the what is it superstars from here would have probably visited there. Who knows? So kya? Who cares? Their government is not caring. Their government is not bothering because apparently they are telling there are allegations that our dear mega monkey, Mr. Trump himself, was present there. So that guy got murdered inside the jail, I believe. Epstein. Obviously, because he did not abstain from revealing the names. So they had that fear, they got him killed. Now, there is no way by which you will get to know because he was the only guy who knew who is what is what, who went with what, etc. He was a pedophile basically, having sex with underage girls. अब इसमें क्या लेना देना है? Same for medieval and art and culture. Medieval, I would say, focus more on Vijayanagara, Hampi, those kingdoms. And their associated art and culture. Focus more on that. Correct. Exactly. Follow him. Follow Abhishek Sir, Timeline King. Exactly. Absolutely, Aditi. Bangalore traffic. They come with this thing. They are so one lady, not lady, a transgender actually. She I was like, I don't have money. Immediately she takes pulls this card out. I thought she's taking her ID card, just like how this it will look for these corporate companies. Pulled it out and she's showing it. I'm like, yeah, kya? This QR code. She has put it on made a card out of it and she's wearing like an ID card. That is India for you. Arey, it is okay, Mr. Arun. Why are you getting worried? See, people, I'm telling you, don't bother yourself with all these stories. Getting the point. This is of no significance to us. Understand, when you prepare for UPSC, I have always said, more than knowing what to study, what is important is to know what you have to chuck out. Don't even indulge in a discussion. What are you going to gain? Tell me how an average Indian is going to be affected if Epstein or his useless rich friends had sex or forced sex with underage girls? For a common man in India, how is it going to benefit? Or how is it going to affect? Always ask that one question. You will know whether you have to read it or not. That is what I always keep. Will this affect a common man in India? If yes, then that article is important. If no, chuck it. Otherwise, what is the whole point? People have money, they will do crazy things. Can't help it. Any other queries, people? Is only this current affairs is enough or not dealing daily? Nikita, what you can do is this current affairs alone is not enough, to be very honest. You will have to read the monthly current affair compilation also. Will you read comments? I am reading. Akshay, sir, Hindi speaking. आप इंग्लिश चैनल में आकर हिंदी में बोलने के लिए बोलोगे तो कैसा रहेगा? Sir, is it possible that maybe the British government, British got independence from us? Possibilities are there. My option, I can't purchase the course. Please give suggestions to me. I'll follow. Maidam Satwik, you can go through IGNU books. I've already made a video. PW in PW1 channel. It is there. I think PW UPSC. I think. Just check PW Public Administration reference books. You will find it in YouTube. Just follow that. बीटेक स्टूडेंट्स फर्स्ट सम यूपीएससी की तैयारी कर लो न्यूज़पेपर कैसे पढ़े just read. HOD said that we share longest border with Pakistan in front of whole class again and again. Should I believe it? As he said, I am a military science specialist. To the best of my knowledge, it was Bangladesh, not Pakistan. To the best of my knowledge, as per geography also, it is that. So I don't know. As far as I remember, it is Bangladesh. I am Ankit. Newspaper kaise padhe? How to study consistently? Again, the same thing came back. Any tips for us? Kya tips, Mahalakshmi Parimal Kumar? Thank you, Nayan. NDA tips, sir. Vijay, Hari, any exam, I have always one rule. Get the PYQs. See a few of the videos in YouTube about it. What it is about. How many levels are there for the exam? What is the expectation in each stage? That you should know. Then go through the PYQs. That will clearly tell you what are the do's and don'ts. And watch it for knowledge. Communication skills, I don't know. I don't think my communication skills are that great, to be very honest. The love from Tumkur. Great Bharat. It's Bangla only. Bangla only means my HPA's interview is scheduled for Monday. Please guide me. What is HPA's, by the way? Aravali Hill. Aravali Hill के बारे में क्या? Oh, okay. That way. Then true. Bangladesh. Oh, maybe that context it is. I will agree. Because very recently, one fellow from Bangladesh, he actually said, Pakistan surrendered to India. Bangladesh never surrendered. Pakistan surrendered to India in 1971. Bangladesh never surrendered to India. Bangladesh is therefore a province of Pakistan. In that context, when you say, yes, we have two Pakistans now, one on the east, one on the west, then it is the longest border, which I always keep telling, two Kujlis we are having. Don't try to find the logic in this, because this is trying to find a logic in this will be like trying to find the logic in our Balaya, Jai Balaya's famous dialogue. Don't trouble the trouble. If you trouble the trouble, then trouble will trouble you. I am not the trouble, I am the truth. Don't find the meaning of it. Don't find the meaning to this also. Namaskaram, Magane. Aravali Hill Supreme Court. Aravali Hill Supreme Court is basically, Supreme Court basically gave a definition telling that whatever will be considered as a hill will be anything that is above 100 meters. Whatever is above 100 meters, only that will be considered as Aravali Hills. That means anything below 100 meters is not Aravali Hill. वहां पर आप जाकर खूब आप क्या कर सकते हैं? You can oops. You can go there and do mining how much ever you want. That is what it means. Who gave this ruling also I don't know, because 100 meter के ऊपर it is Aravali, 100 meter के नीचे it is not Aravali. नीचे से अगर you start drilling means ऊपर फिर क्या रहेगा फिर? I don't understand. As much as possible, Vinayak, because more the PYQs when you do, you get a hang of the subject, hang of the exam. मैं तुझे ठीक करो, क्या तुझे ठीक करो? Obviously, climate change questions are a guarantee. Sir, നാട്ടിൽ എവിടെയാ? തൃശ്ശൂർ. Arey, leave, man. Rahul, Papa. I mean, imagine when he's going to sleep in the night. Imagine his situation. I speak around 4, 5 languages. Wait a minute. Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, English. Around 5 languages. Yes, you can expect climate change is a guaranteed topic. COP30, very recently concluded. COP30, Berlin Summit, Paris Agreement, Delhi pollution, Mumbai pollution. What else was there? Methane release from agriculture. Then icebergs are melting, glacier melt. Like that, if you see, it is only climate change everywhere. Plenty of topics are there. Monthly current affairs, how to read? Just read it. As of now, if you're preparing for 26, don't go in depth. Read it from a surface only. And in depth and all, when I say means, please understand. Now, I don't know which material you are reading. Some of the times what happens is in these materials, they give these subheadings. Subheadings they will give, and they will give points also. Maybe one sentence or whatever. They will give 2 sentences, etc. If it does not contain any data or any good like way forward, no example, nothing, it is just like we have to increase the digital awareness more, we have to increase more, that we have to reduce more. Don't take it down. That anybody will write, that even you will write, I will write, anybody who is walking on the road, even they will say more awareness is needed, more strict laws is needed. No need. What we need is specifics. So when you are reading your current affair, you should only look out for data, names of organizations, names of reports, and good examples. That is, in one country they have done this, so why can't we do this? In Gujarat they did this, so why can't Kerala do that? Or in Kerala they did this, why can't UP do that? Like those examples we need. That is all that you need, because this is basically data, organization, reports. That is the initial intro part of your answer and body. The example part is the way forward. We also need what? Schemes as way forward. Khatam. Your mains answer is khatam. You defined what it is. You gave the data about it. You talked about the reports regarding it. Then you gave example for what to do aage jakar, what you have to do. And you also gave examples of a few schemes undertaken by the central or state government to improve things. Khatam. That topic is over. That is how you have to prepare. Class 10th. What tips will I give you? Sit and study. As export increases, rupee will slide down. Rajshekhar, it is the ulta. Export increases, rupee will go up. Fixing a value. That is what currency pegging is. Telsilla. My KVS SH are only English in 12th and Hindi after class. I don't know to read and write Tamil, my mother tongue. Eh? I have no idea, Naveen. You'll have to... I don't know. You'll have to pick up Hindi only. 10th level Hindi. See, whatever Hindi you learn till 10th level, you just go through the question paper once. That compulsory language paper. It is only up to 10th standard. When to begin answer writing? Begin answer writing as early as possible. What should we do when we wasted our time and regretting for that instead of focusing on exam? Get busy with your life, people. That is all that I would say. Get busy with your life. Get busy with the point where you're not knowing the days are going, the weeks are going. I don't get to know. Because for me, it is current affairs, current affairs. So when I sit down actually to type the date, 13th December was the last time. Then I type, I'm like 20th. My God, already it is 20th. Oh, okay. That is how it is for me. Why you couldn't clear last time's SSB? That is what you should see first. Where you went wrong. And for combined defense services, like I told you a gazillion number of times, get the question paper, check the pattern, check the things. I am telling this based on my own brother's personal experience. My brother is in the army. He's a major, Major Hari Ram. I am not kidding. My own brother, my own blood, 6 months, 6 years younger to me. So he did the same thing. He didn't go for any coaching. He asked me, what should I do? I said, follow one book. He bought one book from Amazon. I don't know which book it was. Some SSB related book he bought, one book. Then he sat with YouTube to know which are the various levels of these exam, especially the SSB interview part. What are the various levels? What are they expecting? What is their expectation? He sat and watched all those videos. Number 3, kept reading the paper. Major national news, major international news. So that if a group discussion comes, he will be able to speak. This is all that he did. In his first attempt, cracked it. All right. That is the reality. 250 plus people were there. In the first round, after the first day, only 25 was remaining. In that, my brother was there. The last day, out of a vacancy of 11 or 12, they selected only 4 people. In that, my brother was there. That is why I am telling you, PYQs के साथ you can never go wrong. I am telling you again and again like a stuck tape recorder, please do your PYQs. और जो अरे PYQ में क्या रखा है, whoever says that, I am दावे के साथ कह सकता हूँ, they have never seen the previous year questions. Once you visit it, you would see a pattern, man. Whichever exam it is. Yes, please give. अरे जितना हो सके उतना कर लो अंकित, और क्या काम है आपको पढ़ाई के अलावा? APSC और UPSC both. Is the CA useful for SSC CGL? Devaratha, let me tell you, SSC CGL, the general awareness section that you're talking about, it is only there for tier 1. And in that general awareness, current affairs, maximum you will get 2 questions. Baki, if you see, it will come from history, geography, that is history means again, medieval history, ancient history, modern history, world history, geography, art and culture, science and technology, economics. इतना सारा चीज है. Don't waste your time more on current affairs for SSC CGL. Focus more on maths, focus more on English. Because maths, you need to score 25 out of 25. Logical reasoning, you should score 25 out of 25. English, if you do it really, really well, there also you can score 25 on 25. This should be your target. As far as general awareness section is concerned, 15. If you can, that is again maximum. This is where the focus should be. Micro themes are useful for us or not? Which micro theme, brother? Okay, Ritika. जिम के साथ, अरे यार अंकित तू बहुत सारा क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहा है. व्हाट जिम के साथ है? ये कौन सा बड़ा जिम? क्या कर रहे हो आप जिम में जाकर? यू आर प्लानिंग टू वेयर ओनली वन अंडरवेयर एंड गो एंड स्टैंड फॉर मिस्टर इंडिया और समथिंग? हर चड्डी पहनने वाला मिस्टर इंडिया नहीं होता. नंबर 1. Everybody who is going to the gym also, you should go to the gym, you should know what is the purpose. A 45-minute workout, enough. Half an hour to 45 minutes, not more than that. What are you going to do there? How to balance it? क्या balance? आधा घंटा एक्सरसाइज करने में कौन सी बड़ा इतना बड़ा? What is it? Issue is there? UTA ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸರ್? ಊಟ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ನು ಆಗಿಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ಆಗಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. Railway Group D is asking 20 current affair. I was talking about SSC CGL. I'm not aware of Railway Group D. Work on it, Ashutosh. You have to work. Story writing kaise kare, kuch imagine kar practice. See, that story writing, as far as I remember it from what my brother told me, you have to always write something which is positive. That is the most important thing. You have to, even if that image is negative, you have to write something positive. You're always supposed to see the positive side of life. That is important. G Ramji bill already covered. अड़चिल्ला मक्कला है सर स्टेट लेवल बॉडी बिल्डर हूँ Oh my God. I am sorry, Ankit. I am very sorry. See, put your priorities right, brother. I mean, come on. If you plan to go into bodybuilding, then please pursue that. Get into national level, become a national, go into Olympia, Mr. Olympia competition, etc. Because that won't work with UPSC. 3 घंटों का workout, 4 घंटे. I mean, the bichare, with respect to all the murgis of our country, it is not easy. इतने अंडे खाओ फिर स्टेरॉइड्स लेते हो क्या देन प्रोटीन पाउडर ले लो वो अलग चीज है देन स्टे हाइड्रेटेड वरी अबाउट योर कैलोरीज हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू डू इट यूपीएससी इन बिटवीन दैट इट्स नॉट इजी इट इज नेवर इजी put a timetable 9 chavan preparing the gate exam again do reverse engineering go by the pyq see the important topics start studying them visit the pyq see which are the most frequently asked topics study those first मैं ठीक कैसे करूं by writing it again spellings and all by keeping on writing ethics and essay role in UPSC strategy. 30 to 32 marks. Deva Shri. See, otherwise, let me tell you, whoever is asking, see, I'm not aware about CLAT, I'm not aware about Railway Group D exam also. You people need to literally check the PYQ and then see what are the nature of questions asked. Based on that, make your CA preparation. That's all I can say over here. All right. So let's call it a day, people. It's already 10. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend.